How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I have seen some interesting tweets. I've seen some videos. People are posting about XRP, Solana, ADA, Cardano, and they're talking about the SEC giving some clarification for what these cryptos are used for. Don't worry. We have some severe weather here, but we're gonna make it. We have some people saying that the SEC's given some clarification on what these cryptos, this is why you don't film outside, what these cryptos should be used for in the government. And we also have a whale opening a massive short position. I saw 332 million short position on Bitcoin, 40x leverage. Interesting. We do have a very big event coming later this week. It's the Fed rate decision. We'll talk about this as well. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. There are also some links underneath the video. BTCC, BTCC, WEEX, Hotcoin, Blowfin. These are great exchanges, and I have been trading more recently because I think that there's a lot of upside here. I think the market is turning around. We could always fall further, to be clear. We could fall further, but it does seem like a lot of negativity is priced into the traditional markets, and we're starting to see a little bit of a bounce. So if you do want to check those out, there are links underneath the video. Now, what is happening right now in the markets? I saw a lot of people talking about this tweet. The SEC gave clarification for what XRP and ADA and Solana are being used for. What could be used for? And they go through like, okay, government to government transfers, some reasons to use Solana, right? It's cheap and fast. Cardano, ooh, a guest appearance from Tyler Hill. Okay. He's having too good a time right now. We got this. So we got this tweet, right? Everyone's talking about it. I saw some videos on it. By the way, if you don't know Tyler Hill, really smart guy. You should go check out his channel. He's just living it up here, having a good time. But I felt like this was really interesting. This continues to happen. From what I can tell, this is a fake tweet. The SEC has not talked about them. Cardano, XRP, Solana, and people oftentimes, I feel like XRP has some potential, right? And if nothing else, it can pump really hard. But there are more influencers in the XRP space, Ripple, tweets all the time that are completely fake, right? Let me reposition myself. Maybe there's a less windy spot. They make these fake tweets up just to get engagement, right? It gets kind of frustrating, I'll be honest, after a while. And I think it's obviously very misleading to XRP holders, to XRP investors. Feel a little bit frustrated for everyone that believes every one of these tweets. So to be clear, they haven't really given clarification, and also I don't know why it would be really important if they did. Like, we all know what these cryptos do, but obviously there are institutions which are just as powerful or more powerful that know what these cryptos do, that are setting up funds, right? The president talked about creating a reserve of altcoins, right? At one point. So the fact is, I don't think it's really important whether the SEC is talking about this or not. It's just kind of interesting how some of these things come out and they get spread like wildfire, and they're not true. Be careful. That's happened in the past too. There's so much manipulation in crypto. Like, the SEC Twitter got hacked. I don't know if you know this. If you've come into the market more recently, you might not know this, but year and 2 months ago now, right before the ETFs were approved, someone hacked into the SEC Twitter to say that they were approved. The Bitcoin ETFs were approved. We pumped, then we dumped when it came out that was not true. And then one day later, they were approved. So, like, crazy things can happen. Make sure you verify before you go make any big moves. That's why also I think you just, in general, should think long-term about crypto. Like, don't make rash decisions based on what you see on Twitter. Now, with that being said, there is a big whale that is making some big moves today as well. apparently there's a whale that opened up a 40x position on Bitcoin short, and the overall position was 332 million. Now, we've seen some whales in the past make these positions and then just make insane amounts of money very quickly. We saw a position right ahead of that Trump tweet about altcoins that went long, made a ton of money. It was a 50x position, multiple hundreds of millions of dollars. And then the very next day, they shorted the market and the market dumped as well. So they made a ton of money on the way up and the way down. So some people are a little bit worried when they see positions like this, but also I saw, I think it was $100 or $200 million position get absolutely liquidated recently. So I like paying attention to the whales, but you can't just trade or make investment decisions based on what they're doing either, because some people are just degenerates with billions of dollars, and they don't really care if they lose a few million, because they lose a few million, they make a few million, they lose a few million, they make a few million. It doesn't really affect their portfolio long term. The people that make lots of money in crypto are the long-term investors, right? At least when you're looking at like growing wealth over a long period of time. Of course, there are times where you can get outsized returns short-term, right? Or if you go lower leverage. I think these 50x and 100x longs, they're not good long-term, because there's so much volatility. You get wicked out and wicked up, or wicked down and wicked up, and you can lose a huge amount of money very quickly. What I do is 5x and lower, 3x, 2x, 5x. When we see like a 30% dip like we're seeing right now, you go 5x, you have 20% more cushion. I'm still opening up 3x positions right now, which, you know, on Bitcoin, a 3x position gets you into the $50,000 to $60,000 range before you get liquidated. So there's still a lot of wiggle room there. That'd be a 50% drawdown from peak. Not saying that we can't do that, because we obviously can, but very much less likely to get liquidated compared to a 50x position. And then you can just kind of let it ride as the market continues, right? We don't know where crypto is going short term, but we know where it's going long term. So just survive. Survive is the name of the game in leverage trading, in my opinion. Now, we do have a big event happening later this week. We have the Fed rate decision that will drive markets, mostly based on what Powell says, not what he does, because most likely they're not moving rates this meeting, but they will lower rates over time, and we want to know, okay, are they looking at 2 rate drops, 3, 4? The market's pricing in 3, so depending on how he describes what they're seeing in the economy and inflation, it will move the markets. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video, right? Have you ever got caught off sides by a tweet or a series of fake tweets? Let me know down below in the comment section. Again, if you do want to trade, there are links underneath the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.